But one of my biggest concerns is we're not going to run out of Baco anytime soon, are we?
No, we had a really mild winter, and Baco, we had a great vintage last year in 2019.
You're watching Quarantine Catch-Ups, only on CorkScrewed TV.
Hey, Paul, how are you?
Great. How are you, Ralph?
I'm good. I mean, things are different. Life's a little bit different, but we're making it through.
Yeah, me
You?
too. It's been an interesting, I think, for everybody. It's just been crazy, right out of a 70s horror movie.
I didn't see this coming at all. I heard a little bit about it, in January and February, and then all of a sudden things got real, and they got real fast.
Yeah.
So what was it like for you guys?
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, it's funny. You hear about these types of things over the years, but it happens in some other country.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily happen in Canada. So it kind of, I think we all heard about it and like, wow, that's terrible, but it won't ever happen here. And then here we are with it. So we've had to adjust like everybody else. I'm in my basement now. I spend as much time, at the home office as I can, and
Safe.
And I do get into the office a little bit here and there, but as rarely as possible. My brother Matthew, who's more in charge of production, he's there every day, so he's kind of stayed in every day. And Daniel, who does more of the sales and marketing, he's at home as much as possible as well.
Well, Matt probably likes that.
Yeah, well, the thing is the farm's kicking in too, right? Yeah. So he's dealing with everything because thankfully we were considered an essential service, and because wine is alive, right? It hasn't. We have to keep tending to it. We can't just shut the lights out and take off for 3-4 months. So we're working on it, and production is going. We're bottling for as normally as possible. I mean, things are like everything. We're following all these new procedures, so that's making it a bit challenging. Our productivity isn't nearly as high as it ordinarily would be because we have to follow all these procedures. But ultimately we're getting it done, and Matt's busy because he's also out. The vineyards are starting to kick in big time.
Yeah, it's spring.
Yeah.
So but one of my biggest concerns is we're not going to run out of Baco anytime soon, are we?
No. We had a really mild winter, and Baco, we had a great vintage last year in 2019. Fabulous vintage and lots of it. So we're in good shape for Baco Noir and pretty much everything else. We had a really beautiful, fulsome vintage in 2019.
Oh, brilliant. So your episode aired last night, and so a lot of people saw the facility and the wine shop and the tasting room and the cellar. What's going on there now? What should people do? Can they show up, or are you doing curbside delivery? What kind of actions are you taking for the time being?
So there is somebody in the store. We've cut the hours down at the wine store at the winery from 12 till 5, but there is somebody there. There's no tastings, and really it's curbside. So the best thing to do would be to go on our website, and then you can put an order together and hit curbside, and we'll have it ready for you. We'll put it right in the back of your car. If you do show up unannounced, there's a phone number at the door, and somebody will just talk to you over a phone. We're trying to keep everybody separated, and unfortunately we can't do tastings and whatnot, tours and that type of thing. But we also have home delivery. So if you on the website again, you can go through a whole process, and we'll deliver a case of wine for free anywhere in Ontario, and we'll ship it to whatever province we're allowed to. I think there's 2 or 3 provinces that let us ship it to them, and we'll do that as well.
Oh yeah, well that's fantastic. So the best way to access that is the website.
Yeah, all through henryofpelham.com. Yeah.
All right. So that's cool. So you've still got a lot of product in the LCBO.
Yeah, the LCBO, they've cut their hours down. As you know, they close on Mondays now, and I think they're open from 11 till 6. We have lots of wine. Actually, it just, I mean, fortuitous isn't the right word for it, but I mean, we happen to have some sales going right now in the LCBO. So look for our wine in the VQA section. You'll see some sales. This was all pre-planned months and months ago, but
Okay.
I think, and even on our website, we're doing flash sales. I feel like the best way we can give back is to give people a great deal on wine, because we all need it, and we all need a little more of it these days.
Yeah, I mean, these are definitely strange days. I've never experienced anything like it, and definitely a bottle of Baco in the evening helps things feel a little bit more normal. Or two, yeah, I've done that. Yeah, definitely. Well, that's fantastic. So, how's your family coping? Like, you're at home a lot.
Yeah, I'm at home and they're at home, and my two kids are, they came back from university, so they're at home. My son just finished most of his stuff online, so they did do some stuff online, and so that distracted them for a little bit. But now they're playing a lot of video games.
Well, they can jump online and watch Dad on TV if they want.
Yeah, they can laugh even more. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you just completed, since we shot our episode there, you did a big expansion, a facility expansion. Tell me about that. I drive by it and I see the massive new building. What have you all got going there?
Yeah, what we did was we built a building next to the winery that's our shipping and receiving and warehouse. That's where we warehouse, and there's also a bottling winery. So it just allows us to be more efficient and to do as much shipping and receiving at the winery. And it's fortuitous that it's there, because we're doing a lot of this mixed pack stuff currently for the home delivery. So it gives us a little more space to get that done.
So a lot of people are taking advantage of the home delivery.
Ralph, we tried to sell wine online for years through, various efforts, and it was all fairly lackluster, actually, the sales. I don't know. I think it was for everybody. I'm not sure a lot of people in Ontario or Canada just generally bought much wine online. And as soon as this thing happened, it went through the roof. So I wonder, this might be a shift in people's behavior long term, where they now that they are buying wine online, they know we can deliver it right to their door within a couple of days, and it's free delivery. Maybe people will start to do this more often.
Well, definitely. I was talking to Ed Madronich from Flat Rock, and he echoed that. I mean, he said he tried to sell wine online in Canada, and it was always an uphill battle. And then this hit, and the floodgates kind of opened. So going to the website, you're set up. A lot of people are doing this. You know what you're doing. And it's actually easier. I mean, I think you don't have to go stand in line. It just shows up at the house. It's brilliant.
Yeah, and I think especially during this situation we're dealing with now, I think you just want to kind of go to the places that you absolutely have to. And sometimes that's the LCBO. But if you don't have to, even better, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. No, I like it. Do you have a wine club too?
Yeah, we do. We have a wine club. It's free to join, and then there's various levels of membership where you get special deals. And we do our members, like, I think at the end of the month we're going to be doing another wine tasting online.
Okay.
And I remember on the episode, Eric Peacock, who's the chef at the Coach House Cafe, we're doing something with him. So I'll be tasting some wine, and he'll be at the Wellington Court doing a taco dish, and we're going to be promoting the fact that in restaurants in Ontario you can get takeout, but they'll also sell you a bottle of wine, because we really want to try and help out our restaurant partners.
Yeah,
because they've had a really rough go here, and so we're trying to. So that's happening. If you get on our website, and you'll see it. It's all on there, and it's free to join, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's about an hour, and there'll be some recipes and whatnot. And Eric's always good to have around.
Oh yeah, I've been chatting with Eric by text, seeing how things are going, and we've ordered from Wellington. the coach house, I guess it's hard to say when you're going to be able to reopen that. It's a wait and see for that.
Yeah, it's we've been talking about it. I mean, usually we open on, as we would say, May 2-4 weekend, which I think officially is called Victoria Day weekend.
Yeah.
But that weekend we would usually open up. I don't know this year, Ralph. It's all up in the air, and we might have to completely restructure how we do tours and tastings and the wine store. I mean, we're kind of trying to just think our way a bit through that, but we want to make sure that there's something there for people. We might even change the whole concept of the cafe to make it better for this situation we're in and make it more comfortable and easier and even fun for people. So the upside is it gives us a chance to turn our retail and tour operation on its head and kind of try and get creative, and maybe it'll be a lot of fun anyways as we kind of everybody works together as we get through this thing, right?
Well, it's definitely been, you've used the word fortuitous. I mean, every cloud has a silver lining. I do feel like there is a brand new awareness of what it really means to support your neighbor. I mean, seeing all the small restaurants in downtown St. Catharines, knowing them and recognizing what they're going through, and then you've got all the wineries and they're family owned, and recognizing what it means to make sure, okay, if I'm going to have a glass of wine, I'm getting it from an Ontario winery. So silver lining.
We even Melissa, my wife, just ordered. I guess every week we're getting kind of a basket of locally grown vegetables from a local farmer that they set up online, because they're worried. They're not going to have fruit stands. It maybe, who knows what it's all going to look, but I think you're right. It's a real opportunity to really step up and help your neighbor wherever you are, right? Just wherever you are, to step up your neighbor. And it's not just wine and food. I think it's really everything we do. We really, especially as Canadians, we've got to, really look after each other here, because we're all we got at the end of the day.
Yeah, and it's funny, we're kind of stuck apart, and but I feel like we're a lot more together. I mean, there is definitely an awareness that we are all in this together. So I count that as fortuitous, definitely. So I think it's hard for people to really plan for the summer, but I do think there's going to be a pent-up demand to just reconnect with the people. Like, I mean, you and I live pretty close to each other, and I haven't seen you since things started, because we're all holed up in our homes. And so I am very much looking forward to maybe sitting at the Coach House or sitting at Wellington or another local restaurant, having a glass of wine or a pint of beer and just reconnecting. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I think that, I think you're right. I think it's going to be, we're going to be happy when we're through this, and we're going to be even more social than we probably ordinarily are, because you really miss people. I mean, it's great we can do it through the technology. I mean, imagine if we didn't have all this technology.
Oh, I know.
Crazy. I mean, in some ways we're a bit spoiled, right? Like, just turn any movie you want on, boom, touch a button, any song you want to hear. All this stuff that we take for granted, the fact that I can sit and see you and it feels like we're in the same room. So really, it's we're blessed at that level. But yeah, I think there's nothing beats face to face,
and we take it for granted. The technology is great, but it is easy to take it for granted, and it is easy to take for granted that I can just drive over to the shop and see you, go into the wine store. I know a lot of the people that work for you, and get a bottle of wine and say hi, and or have a quick flight. And all of that's gone right now. So I'm very much looking forward to when that gets going. But in the meantime, we've got the website, we've got curbside delivery, we've got at-home delivery. So it sounds like we're in no danger of running out of Baco, because that would be
no danger. And we have the LCBO fully stocked as well. So if that's easier, you can go there as well.
And you've got someone managing social media. So if people are curious what's going on, they can find you at Henry of Pelham, or they can go to your website.
Yeah, we have. And if you want to talk to me directly, go to @SpeckBros.
@Speck Bros.
That's on Twitter, and I'll probably respond.
Okay, well, that's good. No, I definitely, it's going back to that connectedness. It's nice to know there's a face to the name, and you guys are still going. So we appreciate it. I really appreciate you taking the time to have a chat and let everyone know what's going on over there.
Well, thank you, Ralph, and thank you for all the things you've done to help promote our area and our industry and all the restaurants. It means a lot to me and my brothers, and it means a lot to all of our staff and employees. We really appreciate your efforts, and I look forward to watching the episode again. Well, I just did watch it, but continuing to watch it.
Oh yeah, no, hey. We love having you guys around. And when we started, we didn't know a lot of people in the wine industry and the misconceptions that we had early on to where we are now. I mean, the industry is so connected with hospitality and restaurants, and there's so many great people, and it's so intrinsically woven into the fabric of our region. We love being a part of it. So
only a few out there.
Well, every industry has it.
Yeah, you'll have to edit that one out, or maybe not. No, it's good.
We'll leave it. We'll leave it. No, thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
You soon. Say hi to the brothers, and we'll see you. We'll see you soon, man.
As soon as possible, man. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. And anything I can do, let me know.
Hey,
if anything we can do, let me know.
I'll DM you.
Perfect.
All right. Cheers, man. Talk to you later.
Take care.
See you, Paul.